feels so good to say it. Broadway is officially back, and welcome to The Broadway Show. I'm Tamsen Fadell. Well, more than half a dozen of our favorite shows have made their returns, and more are coming back this week. Anna Villafañe just stepped into the role of Roxy Hart in Broadway's longest-running musical revival, Chicago, and we are so glad this one's back. Let's go ahead and check in with Charlie Cooper.
Thanks, Tamsen. Anna Villafañe will be the name on everybody's lips as she plays the iconic Roxy Hart in Chicago. We met up right outside of the Ambassador Theater.
Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. And all that jazz.
So Anna, you'll be playing the iconic role of Roxy in Chicago right here at the Ambassador Theater. What does that feel like?
Well, that was a very hardcore reminder right now because I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna have a real audience. It feels like a massive responsibility, and Ranking just passed away in December, so it's kind of like being the first one to play this role after her passing and also post-pandemic is just like monumental to me. So I keep that very sacred. And then it's also fun. It's also like such a female empowerment show. It's such a sexy show, but it has so much depth, and it's I'm just discovering something every day. So it's been thrilling.
What was it like to be back in the rehearsal room?
Oh my gosh. I mean, every emotion, first of all, because people are coming from all kinds of different situations, obviously with the past year and being off of work, and then I've actually been more doing TV. So kind of going back into the Broadway world and this sense of community and the sense of like being tangibly in the room and sweating with each other again and like being out of breath and just, it's unlike anything else. And that's the magic of Broadway. That's the excitement of Broadway. That's the energy that like you can't find anywhere else but live theater. So it's just like, I'm very grateful. I go up and down every day. It's like I either feel like, oh, we got this, or I'm just like, we're doing this. So it's a bit of a ride emotionally, but it's ultimately I'm just very, very grateful.
Get on your feet. Get up and make it happen.
You're known for playing these iconic roles. Of course, Gloria Estefan, and On Your Feet, of course. Casually, right?
Yes.
Did that role prepare you at all for this one?
Yes.
In
and
what
I've
ways?
been thinking about it a lot. It prepared me because you step into something that everybody knows and loves, right? Gloria, people were coming into the theater and have a point of reference. So there kind of was a getting it wrong. And so I was very hard on myself, but in the best way, to like be professional, show up every day, have the integrity, ask the questions, have the courage to ask the questions. And in this case, we didn't have the luxury of time. I didn't have, months with the company. I didn't have months with the director and with, Gloria. It was kind of more creating it from a new place and from a refreshing place and my point of view, but it's something that's already iconic and that legends have played this role. So it's kind of also for me as an artist and as a woman of color, it's very like, I can show people that I can just be a leading lady, and it doesn't have to be Cuban, and it doesn't have to be Hispanic, or it doesn't have to. So it's very liberating, and thankfully the team has been incredibly generous and compassionate with me, and just letting me find that for myself. Even though it's been fast and dirty, but letting me find it for myself within the time constraints.
Have you found that people have found it hard to see you outside of that role?
Totally. I mean, I just got chills, and that happened in 2015, but my Broadway debut was a fairy tale situation. I had auditioned from in LA. When they flew me out here to audition, that is the hotel I stayed in, which overlooked the Chicago theater. So this is very full circle. It was a very big gift. I mean, I had to step up, but it was, I know that doesn't happen. You don't book your first Broadway audition and lead a show that was a hit. That doesn't happen.
Have any of the other Roxys given you any sort of gems or advice? I know Bianca's in the show playing someone completely different, but she's been a Roxy in the revival before.
Yes, so Bianca Marroquin, who's a queen, and who's I can't believe that I get to play alongside her because I met her when I first moved here for On Your Feet. She introduced me at a concert. And that was years ago, and now we're side by side on stage, but at the time she was playing Roxy. So she's a beast, and she's up there, you know, relearning the show from the other side of the stage, which has been like a mental Rubik's Cube for her. Yeah. And it's hilarious. We laugh about it backstage, and she's been really, really kind and very like helpful in terms of just saying like, oh, like, scoot over a little bit or whatever, like little tips and tricks type things. We also have Angel Rita in the show who has understudied Roxy for many, many years, and she just came back from having her first child. The other day we were doing Funny Honey for the first time, and I'm on a ladder. I didn't know there was a ladder involved in this show. So I'm like 8 feet in the air and trying to sing this ballad like if I'm like completely controlled. And she's like, here's a tip, use your heel to latch onto the ladder and then you won't fall. I'm like, great.